Good morning. My name is Anna Imagination with the Healing Garden, and we're going to go ahead and do a morning meditation. We're just going to take a few breaths to do some free form. And this morning we're going to do a body scan. So in through the nose and then out through the mouth. Allow your mind to wander wherever the subconscious needs to go. The subconscious mind has a lot to think about, a lot to process. It never stops. This is not about disciplining the mind, not yet. Meditation for beginners is focused primarily on the discipline of habitually practicing every morning. Making sure you prioritize. And out. Think of meditation as you're in the middle of a carnival and you decide to just stop and sit down and go against the rhythm that's around you. You have chosen to become something separate from the rhythm around you. You have your own rhythm, and it's too often that we get swept away with the rhythm that surrounds us. And we decide instead to stop and become our own rhythm and tune into our own frequency. And that's meditation. When you step out of the society's flow and you step into your own flow and you separate yourself from you and the society and you find your own rhythm and you take deep breaths and you refuse to rush. You refuse the urgency. You refuse the timeline of anyone else. No one else is going to impose anything on you. Not their opinions, not their urgencies, not their politics, nothing. It is a full embrace of the individual, of you. It is a revival of your identity. It is honoring the individual and understanding for just a few moments in the morning, every day, that you are a separate entity from the rat race. Inhale deeply. Exhale. Okay, and a body scan is basically observing and listening to the body. Noticing where you have discomfort or unease. You can start with your head. Inhale. Exhale. And you might feel the need to get up and move. You might feel uncomfortable to sit. You might feel the energy to get up and move around. That is okay. Observe it. Give space to it. But take your conscious awareness and tell the subconscious, I'm going to be in charge for the next 10 minutes. You can think about what you want, subconscious mind. But the next 10 minutes, the conscious awareness is going to be in charge. Straighten your back. Lower your shoulders as if you are shrugging off a burden. Lift your head, relaxed into the posture. Focus your attention into your chest Notice if there's any tightness or shadow or unsettled discomfort feeling in there. Allow no urgency to rush you through this. You are allowed to take whatever time you need to pause and observe. In through your nose and out through your mouth. If you have emotions in you this morning that are disturbing you, write them down. Those are information from your subconscious mind communicating to you about the mental health of your cognitive core. Into your nose. Out through your mouth. Into your nose. My subconscious mind is talking to me this morning, which is why I'm writing. In through your nose. Out through your mouth. Easily the most pending urgency we feel as adults is money. Will I have enough? What will I lose if I do not get enough? Where do I get the money to cover my debts, my bills, and my payments? Money is an energy, and people get swept away with that energy. And they create an urgency that they then force on other people. And when it comes down to it, we are afraid to lose something. When I embraced my year of the Buddha, it was 365 days of embracing suffering. And that included living in New York City without a job for a year. And I learned very early on to refuse urgency from everyone and everything. I said, your urgency is not my urgency. And this was a very risky game to play. I asked myself what it was I was afraid of losing. The obvious answers were my home, my ability to eat, my possessions. And the Buddha teaches us that this is attachment. This is resistance. And I realized that debts are owed, Debts can be paid, but a credit score really is just a credit score. And I realized that worst case scenario, if I did lose my home, I had a place that I could go to, that I could lose all of my possessions, but there is nothing I own that I cannot replace. That debts are simply somebody else's urgency. And that while I am going through a financial hardship, it is up to me to decide what gets my urgency and what does not. And I decided to prioritize food. And even then, I learned how to simplify, minimize. When you live for a year accepting losses, you learn to no longer fear loss. When you spend a year embracing and accepting loss, and you stop prioritizing possessions, you stop fearing loss. And when you stop fearing loss, you stop living in fear. The dreaded worst case scenario is no longer, because there is nothing that can be taken away from you that you cannot recover from. And you stop thinking in terms of losses, and instead you start thinking in terms of gratitude. Fearing loss, feeling the urgency of somebody else's bills being due, is a lack of gratitude. It's a lack of focus on what you value and what you have. It's like you're a man in a desert, and you can dream and wish and want and desire the glass of water. You're given a glass of water, and you hold the glass of water, and you dread and you worry about the water getting dumped or spilled or not being enough. Or you can drink the cup of water and appreciate the water and be grateful that you have the glass of water. And in most cases, the man who has the glass of water will focus on the possibility that the water will be spilled before he can drink it. And because his mind is forever filled with thoughts and worry about losing the water, he does just that. That's how manifestation works. He dumps the water. Had he taken the time to just drink the water and be grateful for it, he would have had it. But because he took the time instead to panic, worry, and fester, he dumped the water accidentally. And that tends to be our three states of being. We're either wishing we had, worrying we'll lose, or appreciating what we have and saying thank you. Those are the three stages. Those are the three places, the three mindsets we can be in. Wishing we had, worrying what if, or just saying thank you and appreciating. Things come and things go. Things are in the future waiting to be received by us. The things are on their way to us. Things are presently being given to us in the moment, but we're not in that mindset to receive and accept and be grateful. We are in the mindset of, oh my God, what if? What don't I have? How do I get more? The first one, worried about wishing you had, is a chasing mindset, a mindset where you constantly pursue what you don't have. And no matter how much you are given, that mindset will not change. So you will forever be in a pursuing mindset, a chasing mindset. The second mindset, the worry mindset, is that forever what if, forever fearing the loss. And things are coming and things are going and things are passing through and things are abundantly flowing to you and are currently in front of you. But because you are in the worried, what if loss happens mindset, you are not seeing what you have. But if you are taking of the water and you are drinking it and you are appreciating and you are being grateful, then you are in the gratitude and receiving mindset. So that you no longer notice what you don't have. You no longer focus on what could be lost. You are just simply focusing on the moment of enjoyment and praise. It's really interesting because up until now, I never really thought about it. And the mindset was always, I want the job promotion. I wish I had the job promotion. The job promotion has arrived. And then I have maybe a moment of praise. And then I immediately shift over to, what if I lose the job promotion? I wish I had a partner. The partner comes to you. I'm grateful that I have the partner, but what if I lose the partner? What if I lose the partner? And that becomes the mindset. And then the partner is gone. And then you grieve. I wish I had the partner. I wish I had the partner. The partner comes back. I'm glad I have the partner. Now I'm going to worry about losing the partner. Things move and they come and they go constantly. Some things stay, some things never come to us. And it's up to us to decide which of those three mindsets we want to settle into. Now we can change our mindset, so we're constantly shifting between wishing, gratitude, and fearing the loss. Or we can commit to one mindset, live and focus in the exact present moment, and simply be grateful for whatever it is that arrives into our lives at the time that it comes into our lives. The thing is with manifestation is whatever we focus on happens, because the way the subconscious mind works is it is forever doing things on a subconscious level to puppet our conscious mind to put into action what it focuses on. So if the conscious mind, if the subconscious mind is constantly focusing on wishing for something to arrive, the conscious mind is working constantly to bring it about. And it's all subtle, so that when things come to us, we think it's magic when it's not magic. It was the subconscious mind subtly putting things into place, forcing the conscious awareness to do things on its behalf, because that is where the focus went. So if the conscious mind adjusts and shifts its focus to simply being grateful and simply receiving and being in an open mind to accept, the subconscious mind is doing all the work on a subconscious level, so that the conscious awareness, you, will do and put into action what needs to be done to get what you already have, to keep what you already have, because that is where your focus is. But if you're forever worried, and if you are focused forever on what you will lose, the subconscious mind will work under the radar to make preparations for that loss so that you get exactly what you focus on, which means you can literally control the subconscious mind by choosing what you focus on. So if you forever focus on what it is you lose, what if you lose, you will forever be in a mode of preparing for a loss. You have already lost the job. You have already lost the partner. That's what we refer to as self-fulfilling prophecy. That is manifestation. But if you shift your mode so that you're forever grateful, gratitude, acceptance, and abundance becomes your self-fulfilling prophecy. But if you're forever wishing, desiring something that's out of your reach, that becomes your self-fulfilling prophecy. So you can choose what you desire to manifest based on which mindset you prefer to be in. Do you want to be in a forever wishing for mindset? Do you want to be in a forever gratitude, abundance, and noticing what is before you mindset? Or do you want to be in a forever fearful, what if I lose this mindset, where you're always making preparations for loss? Those are your three mindsets. People think manifestation is the wishing for and then waiting, wishing and waiting, wishing and waiting. And that's not it at all. You have to be in the gratitude and in the abundance mindset. You have to be stable in that center mindset. That is manifestation. Because when you are in that center mindset, forever open to being grateful and counting your blessings, you are already in the place where you want to be. Your subconscious is already making preparations. If you think you already have what it is you want, instead of thinking, I wish this person would come to me, instead of thinking, I wish I had this job, that is thinking and reaching for the future. That's not the mindset. It's not the wishing that gets you the manifestation. It's the mindset of, I am so grateful. I am wealthy. I am. And when you start thinking, I already am a millionaire, the millions comes to you because the cognitive alignment must be aligned. The cognitive core must be consistent. And the subconscious mind will change your reality, change the perspective to match the belief. It has to. It can do nothing else. It can be no other way. So if you live with a concept of I am, as opposed to I wish, or what if, you forever sit and embrace this mindset of abundance. That is how manifestation works. It is a self-fulfilling prophecy. Instead of shifting your three mindsets, so you're moving and shifting with each individual item, that's exhausting. Choose the gratitude mindset. Choose the center one, the I am. Count all of the things you already have. Look at your wealth and embrace the wealth and stay with the wealth, so that when something passes and you lose it, you're not focused on the loss. You're focused on, wow, I was so grateful that I had that opportunity. Stay with the gratitude. Thank you very much for joining me. Please subscribe to my newsletter. And may the kindest of words always find you.